Hello and welcome. It's been a minute since I've done one of these videos, so welcome back. We'll take a look at the Temer in this video. We'll be looking at the Vanity shields available in the Dilithium store during certain events of the year, and also the one that's only currently available in the Zen store. As always, in the description of the video there will be chapters pinpointing each Vanity shield so you can jump to which ones interest you the most. Now, slight change in the normal approach to this video is I'm trying out a new way of capturing the demo and applying the shields, which is a bit quicker for myself doing the recording, but there's a trade-off at the moment, is that I can't capture the engine trails from the Vanity shields, unfortunately. But previous videos that I've done, if you're interested in a particular engine trail from a particular Vanity shield, they are pretty much the same. This model doesn't overwrite that, so they'll be the same as you'll see in the other videos. So first up, we'll take a look at the Mutara Alliance Vanity shield. So this is currently the only Vanity shield available in the Zen store. This comes part of a bundle, which includes the Vanity shield, a tech upgrade and a uniform. So you see this lovely detailed cyan deflector here. You see some of the grey and the white hull material. Some red piping there as well. You see it around the weapons ports here. That cyan blue there for the nacelle colour. You'll notice as we move round and the light hits off it, you can see the different hues showing on the triangular pattern of the hull there. Some gold shading there as well. Then for the engine, we've got that red, orange, yellow, white and back again effect. Very nice. Now, doing the Alliance Vanity shield on an Alliance ship might seem a bit daft, but there is some subtle differences with the pattern of the shield if you look at this one compared to the intro to this video. So we move to the underside, again more of that gold there, the grey triangular pattern, the white, red piping there as well. So the first shield to look at from the Dilithium Vanity store is a Safe Galaxy Refit Vanity shield. Got all these different shades of grey, almost a camouflage pattern going on in the hull material there. Nice golden deflector array here at the front. Again, you see some of this golden colour here as well, and a bit more of the yellow lighting there. The golden colour there for the nacelles. Again, seeing more of that, almost an urban camouflage kind of pattern to it. And a nice golden impulse engine there. Yeah, some touches of lighter grey there here on the underside. You've got these escape pods, slightly lighter in shade. You can still see the nice Mutara Alliance emblem there as well. Moving on to a very popular shield in the game, and this is the Vanity shield. That's black hull material, and that red piping there is standing out really nicely against it. Some cyan colouring here at the weapon ports. It's nice red illumination there. Same here at the front. This cyan circular deflector pattern. And cyan lighting up here as well. Cyan there for the nacelles. Just the way the nacelle itself is, got a nice bit of colour coming through. And then, as I've said many times, this lovely deep red impulse engine effect. It's my favourite one from any of the shields so far in the game. Yeah, cyan illumination around about the impulse housing there. You start to see some of this etched detail within the hull material as well as the lights reflecting off of it. And quite a lot of that cyan lighting there as well on the underside and just on the wings. Next up is the Borg Vanity shield. Well, it does cause some confusion, as this gives your vessel the look of a liberated Borg ship and not an assimilated Borg ship. So with the grey patterned hull material there, it's made up of various shapes and sizes of hull plates. See some blue illumination there just at the tip of the nacelle. My favourite deflector pattern effect here is this blue deflector. You can see some more of the blue at the top here and again at the rear. Cell colour itself's got this tapered blue. So I've got the black into the nice bright blue and then tapering off again. You can see some of this illuminated material here just at the back of the wing. And I've got the blue impulse engine there. That illuminated pattern there with the blues and the golds and oranges, that's supposed to represent bare sections of the hull with exposed conduit material. It's a very nice effect. Does lend more to the Borg aesthetics. A bit of a better view here as we look at the underside. Again, same up here at the head of the ship. Here we have the Courier Vanity shield. It's quite a bright shield, so just prepare yourselves. So I've got this almost bare metal kind of finish to the hull material with this light grey. That's red there on the weapons ports at the front. This very bright white deflector effect. And a lot of white illumination going on here as well. Now you see it is starting to get a bit brighter there as the light's reflecting off of it. Very bright white nacelle colouring. The white there for the impulse engines. Some touches of black shading here just at the tips of the rear. And more of that light grey shading and the pattern effect into it. You see how bright it was there just as the light was bouncing off. So we have the Discovery Vanity Shield. Now this is one of the few shields in the game that does have a different visual appearance depending on your faction alignment. So we'll have a look at the Federation one first. So as you can see, various shades of grey here with some pattern effects to it for the hull material. Touch of red there. Front of the nacelle. Same again here. Then the deflector, because it's quite a small deflector, is actually a white circle with blue spokes into it. And just make it out there. See some more of that blue illumination at the top. Then we have this lovely blue nacelle colouring. Quite a lovely red honeycomb impulse engine effect there. Looking at the underside, you can see all the different shades of greys and the pattern effect within it. So here we have the Discovery Vanity Shield on a Klingon Align character. That's different shades of brown and this very detailed pattern hull material effect. Touches of green there in the front of the weapons ports. Got this orange, yellow and white patterned deflector array here. And we can see this pulsating white and red. That's a bizarre collector effect that we're seeing up there. And again, we've got this orange, yellow, and white elliptical pattern effect here for the cells. Quite a lot of detail within that hull material effect. Now this yellow and white patterned impulse engine. And underside again, more of that nicely detailed pattern effect. This is the Discovery Refit Vanity Shield. Again, various shades and patterns of the grey hull material there, slightly darker than the Discovery one that we looked at earlier. Touch of red illumination here at the front. Then we've got this white and blue segmented circular deflector array there. The white facade collector effects up here at the back. Then we've got this white and blue stripe part effect here for the nacelles. Quite a nice red impulse engine effect here. Get a better view of that different shades of grey and pattern effects here on the underside. Here we have the emerald chain. Insert this settingly long name vanity shield. As browns and greys patterned hull material. See some nice light white illumination here at the front. This grey and white patterned deflector. Same kind of colouring there for the facade collector effect. Often referred to as a dirty white. The same here for the cell colouring. And you can make out some of that really nice detail for the pattern effect of the hull material. Illumination at the rear, round about the impulse engines, is all that kind of off-white colouring. Textured pattern there, just in the rear of the wings. A subtle hint of green as the light reflects off of it. You can see more of that pattern material here at the back. So here we have the Emperor's Vanity Shield. That's grey patterned hull material. And cyan illumination here at the front. And this yellow illumination here on the weapons ports. This lovely orange patterned deflector. Some of that cyan blue there as well. The orangish yellow for the facade collector effects there. Might be able to faintly make out some of this blue dot illumination pattern as well as we move around. We have the quite a bright yellow there for the nacelle colouring. Again, more of that blue dot illumination can be seen as we move into the darker shades of the hull material. Now with this lovely cyan impulse engine there. Touch of purple shading on the back of the wings. See a bit clearer here. And there is all this blue dot illumination effects throughout the hull material. So when the light's not hitting the material, it does almost resemble a star field. Here we have the Ferengi Vanity shield. Yeah, take your starship to a Ferengi dock. What's the worst that could happen? Comes out with this orange paint job that we're used to seeing on the ships in the TV shows. See some touches of grey there as well in the weapons ports. We have this yellow patterned deflector array, again with some more grey round about it. Yellow bizarre collector effects there. It's quite a bright light yellow cell colouring. See some of this rivet detail on the hull material as well. Quite a bit up on the back here. Some gold shading within the hull material. And this yellow and orange impulse engine effect. And again, it's got a touch of grey round about it. And you can see some more of the rivet detail here on the underside. Some more of the gold shading there as well. Some more touches of grey. Here we have the Hur'q Vanity Shield. This green hull material, this brown shading as well. Some of this illuminated green material here. Again, around the front of the weapons ports. This patterned green deflector array. You can see some of this black shading, giving almost a textured look to the hull material. The green there for the bizarre collector effects. Green under the cell. Again, some more of that black shading, giving a textured look to it. Starting to see a lot more of that illuminated green material as well as we move around to the rear. Got the green there for the impulse engine. On the underside, you're getting a better view of that illuminated green material. Some more of this brown shading, this black textured shading as well. This is the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield, and like the Discovery one, it does have two different visual appearances. So for the Federation aligned, you're getting the look of the Starfleet vessels in the reboot film. We've got this light grey patterned hull material. The deflectors got this quite bright illuminated blue spokes, very similar to that of the Enterprise in the reboot film. It's got a god-awful bizarre collector effect, which thankfully we can't see too well on this particular ship. With this white and blue stripe pattern here for the nacelles. The orange and yellow pattern effect there for the impulse engine. And the underside is just more of that grey patterned hull material. And here we have the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield on a Klingon Alliance character. So I've got various shades of green for the hull material. Very Klingon looking, especially on this Bird of Prey crossover Alliance ship. This lovely red patterned deflector. The yellow Bassard collector effects there. Touch more red illumination here at the front. Some of this yellow illumination material here on the nacelles. This blue honeycomb with the grey effect for the nacelle colouring. Some touches of grey in the hull material as well now. More of that yellow illumination material. And this red honeycomb impulse engine. And the other side, see all the different shades of green there for the hull material. See some more of that grey shading now as well. A lot more of that yellow illuminated material also. Here we have the Prodigy Vanity Shield. So that's a lovely grey hull material. A few different bits of pattern within it as well. Not my favourite deflector. That's yellow and very bright white. Yeah. That's bluish white Bassard collector effect going on here at the back. Bit of blue illumination and a bit of red illumination there at the front. The blue there for the nacelle colouring itself. And we have the red there for the impulse engine. Can make a bit of a pattern effect here at the rear of the wings. And more of that pattern material there. And more of that nice grey hull material on the underside. A popular shield in the game is the Section 31 Vanity Shield. Various shades of greys here for the hull material. Cyan patterned deflector array. Red illumination here at the front. The Bizarre collectors are blacked out on this shield, so we're not seeing any illumination up the back here for that. Bright cyan there for the nacelle colouring. You can make out some of the pattern effect within the hull material. And we have the very bright red honeycomb impulse engines. More different shades of the hull material. That square pattern along here. Stripe pattern there at the front. So here we have the Shrike Vanity Shield. So I've got this almost burnt orange hull material with this burgundy shading as well. Some touches of grey is also within the hull material. We have this target almost as a deflector there at the front. Just what you want, a big target on your ship. We have this very light yellow Bizarre collector effect. Orange there for the nacelle colouring. And we've got this red and very pale orange effect there for the impulse engine. See touches of grey there on the back of the wings. And a bit of view of that grey there on the underside, more of this burgundy shading, then that burnt orange hull material. So here we have the Tzenkethi Vanity Shield, and this is quite a busy shield, this one. So we have the green, grey hull material, we've got some black as well. Then we have this illuminated, almost panels. You see them pulsating away up here, along the side here as well. Lovely nice warm orange deflector array there. Light Bizarre collector's effects, and again there's more of that pulsating white material. And we have white here for the nacelle, and close up of that pulsating light effect. Quite a lot of that illuminated panel material here at the rear, and a lot of the pulsating lights as well. Then with the white there for the impulse engine. There's that black shading there at the rear of the wings. You can also see this carved pattern within the hull material, a lot clearer here on the underside. Now last but not least is the Zhat Vash Vanity Shield. We've got this sandy brown and olive green hull material. Always puts me in mind of an army camouflage, just with the pattern effects and the colour combination. This lovely green pattern deflector array here. Green and white there for the bizarre collector effects. Touch of red illumination here at the front as well. Then I've got this green and white, the cell colouring. Got the red impulse engine there at the rear. And you can see that full pattern effect there with the greens and the browns there. And that concludes this video on the Temer. So, hope you've enjoyed it. Again, leave your feedback in the comments. I do read them and respond. So, in the description, I do have several other links, ranging from the STO Wiki, the Star Trek Online Discord, got links there to Casual Sab, Nick NB, MC Stu, Thornburg Media, and a whole host of others. So if you haven't checked out their content, make sure to do so. Drop them a follow, drop them a sub, drop them a like. It does help out. My social media's in there as well, as is my Real Merch affiliate code, which will get you 5% off your order the first time that you use it. And that is pretty much this video wrapped up. So I shall thank you all once again very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I know it's been a while since I've done these videos, but I should hopefully be able to get some more out on a more regular basis now. So stay tuned to the channel, and I will either catch you on the next live stream or the next video. Until then, thanks again.